2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Pistons earlier arriving at the arena. Hard to imagine a group looking more confident. On the road, they've always got their game faces on. Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the start of the NBA regular season. I know everyone's just as excited. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. The backcourt is Cade and Thompson. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. It's that time of the year, everyone. Opening night for these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in. And we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started. All kinds of grit there on the inside from Emmanuel Quickley.
Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
And I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything. Can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Cunningham. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And maybe a deep breath moment for them. They're now 1 for 4 to start the game.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, BA. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Here's Thompson. Here's Duren. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Quickly against Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Grant.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
For Toronto, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Quickley's got 5 now.
Working inside quickly with good spatial awareness, sensing all things around him.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Quickley. Here's Pirtle. Quickly outside. Knocks down the long J. Quickley's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Since going in the 2020 first round, Quickley has gotten a lot more selective with his shot taking and shot making, a sign of maturity.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Quickley. Deflected.
Great to now. Cunningham using every inch of that reach.
Oh, there's the alley. It's stolen by Barnes. Here comes Toronto on the push. And it's Quickley with a miss.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. The baseline J. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Duren. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Some changes for Toronto. Mamukelashvili comes in for Pirtle, and it's R.J. Barrett in for Dick.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks. And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Here's Ingram. Cunningham with some nice D. Thompson against Ingram. And Thompson gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Pistons ahead, leading by just 2. And back to the start of the second quarter.
12.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Then it's Walter, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Kessler finds Thompson. From the left block. That one rolls around and rims out. Raptors trail by 4, and it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
A nimble play by the Rook. Thompson had to stay agile to beat the contact.
The Raptors shooting only 36% so far in this game. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Shed. He's watched by Cunningham, and it's Shed missing. The Pistons lead by 4. Marking it inside. Got a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that matchup with New York, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Barnes. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to dirt. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to get up to throw down.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And Toronto calls time here. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And Detroit making a change here. Ivy's checked in. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. They trail by 6. Markkanen, the pass to Duren. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Barrett with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. They grab their own miss.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Markkanen from long range. The offensive rebound. Duren with the bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Out to the right wing. Mobo gets the bucket. Mobo's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Cunningham into the lane. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Barrett. And that one hits the back iron. Detroit leading by 7. Back to Duren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Brent, the 23-24 Pistons tied an NBA record by losing 23 straight. One bright spot, however, was Jalen Duren.
Well, the bright spot, BA, would be that you wouldn't mention that again. So let's just forget about that and put it behind us. But Jalen Duren did have some moments. He averaged a double-double that season at just 20 years of age. So sky is still the limit for this young, big, physical player. And you get quickly out there, and he's a bit of a rascal, right? Offensively, he can score inside, he scores outside. He just causes some problems out there.
Markkanen against Ingram. And stolen by Markkanen. 4 seconds left. No good at the rim.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And so it's Detroit closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit, and they kept it close, trailing by at the most 4 points. They went into the half with a 7-point lead after executing well in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what'd you think?
They were getting after it on the glass, like wow, they got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Jalen Duren with a strong contribution so far on this one.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Duren out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the 5 spot.
Barnes making sure that his teammates stay involved.
The Pistons lead by 5. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Pass to Ivy. Now here's Markkanen. The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. Brett, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
First free throw is good. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Well, you look at Kessler, a remarkable defender, second in the NBA.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brent, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
To the middle. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And now the Raptors on the break. Jumps up. Here's the second effort, and Kessler lays it up and in. Kessler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Ingram against Markkanen. Pulls it. Misses off the right iron. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Detroit. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
No debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
Raptors trail by 8. Dick with it, and Kessler picks him up defensively.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
1:10 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Cunningham. Launches it. A 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
And the Raptors call time here. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
So both teams changing it up here. The 3, Barrett. And the Raptors get it back.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And stolen by Barrett. Here's Walter. The rebound by Markkanen. And here's Detroit. They're on a 12-4 run to the inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Abaji. He's watched by Cunningham. And it's in there.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Back to Thompson. Some solid defense from Barrett. And he drops it in from the low post. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. And so it's Detroit closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Barnes. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And a foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
And here's Cunningham outside. Rebound Toronto.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Offensive board.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Markkanen. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
I like to see when Markkanen has that size and gets to the rim.
Tipped away. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball called on the play.
So it's Detroit now. Turin with a steal. Markkanen inside. He's guarded by Barnes. They get it back. Here's Kessler. Hurdle with some nice D. Raptors trail by 11. Pass to Dick. Blocked! Thompson right side. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Quickly with a rebound. And for the Raptors, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Rebound Detroit. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in regular
And he
season.
lobs it up top. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
And Toronto calls time here. They trail by 11. 1:57 left to play in the 4th. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Shot's good by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Ingram against Markkanen. To stop the drought. And it's Ingram laying it in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Kessler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Ingram, the pass to quickly. Here's Pirtle. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's what they pay Pirtle to do, get extra possessions and capitalize if you can go back up.
Here's Kessler. That one doesn't drop. Pirtle with some nice D. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pistons.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Cade Cunningham.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute. And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here's Abaji. Misses the 3. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. The shot won't fall. So we see the Pistons taking the W here.
That's the end of the game.
Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.